Hi Taurus, this is your October 6th through the 12th weekly tarot reading. We'll have 5 separate spreads in this weekly reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at new love entry in your life. Spread number 2 is for those of you who are already in a relationship or married. Spread number 3 will be on love from the past. In the fourth spread, we'll talk about your work, your business, and your finances. And the fifth spread will be what you're not expecting to happen this week. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. This first spread is a new love this week, Taurus. We have the Moon clarified by the Page of Swords. We have the King of Cups. We also have the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And we also have the High Priestess on the bottom of the deck. I'll tell you what, if it's not a water sign, I'll be surprised. Okay? Well, maybe this person has some major water placements in their chart, but there's water all over this reading. Like everywhere I look, it's all water. Okay? And there's also this King of Cups, right? Definitely a lot of water. Okay? And it's like this person is very secretive and mysterious. All right? It's like this person is preparing to make a move, because we have 2 cards in the tarot deck that could be interpreted as cards of a secret, and they're both here. Both of them are on the table. As a matter of fact, the very first card that came out, the Moon, is one of those 2 cards, and the second one is on the bottom of the deck all the way to your right. You see that? The High Priestess, it could also be a secret card. So you got both secret cards. It's like a mystery of some sort, but I think I know what's actually going on. If this King of Cups happens to be a Scorpio, perhaps it's this person's birthday coming up in a couple of weeks, 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks or something like that, and maybe they're planning by that time, by their birthday, right? Maybe they're planning to be in a commitment with you by their birthday. Okay, it's kind of like a birthday present to themselves, but because they love you. Not because they're selfish or something like that. No, because they love you. Okay, maybe this person, and it feels like this person is secretly in love with you, and they're watching you like a hawk, by the way, or will be, or have been, because the Moon is clarified by the Page of Swords, and those 2 cards put together is definitely somebody spying, keeping tabs. But so perhaps maybe you already know this person, or maybe you work in the same building, or maybe something like that. Maybe you see this person every once in a while, or maybe you connected on social media and they come visit your social media page every 5 seconds to see if you've posted anything. It sounds creepy, but I'm over exaggerating, obviously. So yes, with those 2 cards in the beginning, I think this person is watching you and maybe planning a move. Another thing I notice is that we have a lot of kids on the table. Right? The Page of Swords is a child, right? The Page of Pentacles could be a child, and in the Ten of Cups, clarifying that Page of Pentacles, we have 2 adults and also 2 kids. So maybe you're a single parent, this person is a single parent, maybe your kids go to the same playground, or they go to the same school, or what have you. Okay, so maybe that's how you know this person, so just keep that in mind. Alright, maybe this person works with children. Right? Maybe they're like a coach or an instructor or teacher, what have you. Because when you have so many kids, maybe it's important to some of you to know that. But, whatever the case, the Page of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. This is them finally making a move. Right? The Page of Pentacles, again, it could be a child. It could be tickets to go to a game, to a show, to a concert. Maybe they want to invite you somewhere else. The Page of Pentacles could be something tangible, something you can touch, something they want to give you, And out of all 4 pages, the Page of Pentacles is the most serious page. With the Page of Pentacles showing up, that means this person has serious intentions. And the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups. Right? The Ten of Cups is a family card. It is a card of it's the happily ever after card. It is a card of maybe like a family-oriented celebration, someone's baby shower, someone's housewarming party, what have you. Maybe they will use that as an excuse to invite you to go somewhere. But their grand master plan is to get romantically involved with you. That's perhaps they're like strategizing or coming up with this plan get this show on the road with you, right? Hence all the mystery and secrecy. In the potential outcome, we have the Nine of Cups with the Two of Cups and the Ace of Cups. All water, as you can see. Nine of Cups is a card of a wish come true and satisfaction. The Two of Cups is a soulmate card. It is a card of when two people are on the same page, in love with one another, feeling the same way. And the Ace of Cups is the most loving ace out of all four aces. All right, so perhaps the main spread on the left is them preparing for this, and in the potential outcome, it's execution, execution, and the two of you, being in love and all that good stuff. All right, really happy for you, Taurus. Congratulations. If you are already in a relationship or married, Taurus, this spread is for you. We have the Hermit, the World, the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Wands. And we also have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a fellow Earth sign. Another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I got to be honest with you, Taurus. This is a bit of a... This reading is hard to interpret. Okay? There's so much going on. Even though we only have 5 cards on the table, there's so much... The only card that actually features 2 people in it is the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, right? Yes, we do have more than one person in the Six of Wands, but... we're looking at one person and some more people in the background, like really, really far away. So in the Six of Wands, the accent or the attention is on the person in the front, right? So that's one thing about this reading. Another thing is that you're dealing with the Hermit. The first card that came out is a Virgo Major Arcana card. Virgo is an Earth sign, just like you. So the Hermit and the Queen of Pentacles, it could be the same person. It could be the same person twice in this reading. Okay, maybe you are wrapping something up between you and Virgo. So that's one way to interpret this. And you feel good about this. You're done with this Virgo. I don't know what they did to you, but you're like, once you're done with them, you'll feel good about this, right? For others of you, if there's no Virgo involved, perhaps with the Hermit card, this is you going within, or maybe you needed some time alone, or maybe you wanted to think things through, or something like that, right? Perhaps you went through some kind of a isolation, and because you needed to do this by yourself, maybe you wanted to think about stuff, right? Or think about this relationship or marriage. And this week, it's going to come to an end with the World card. And you're going to come out of that. Maybe you will have some kind of an answer. Or maybe you'll come up with some kind of a strategy. Okay? Because the Queen of Pentacles could be you. Right? You are an Earth sign. If I recall correctly. And when you come out of that isolation mode, I guess you'll feel good about it, right? Maybe you're going to some kind of a retreat. Like I said, the good news is that at the end of the day, the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Six of Wands. All right? Victory, success, overcoming something, achieving something, feeling good about yourself, being in the center of attention. So I think at the end of the day, something good is going to come out of all of this. Okay? Maybe you needed a bit of a break from one another. Right? To spend some time apart. But at the end of the day, I think you'll feel good regardless. All right? Cool. Let's see if anybody comes back from the past for you, Taurus, this week. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be the most recent ex. For some of you, it's not even an ex. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You also have Water, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It's a very, very straightforward reading. Very straightforward reading, Taurus. If this King of Swords happens to be a Libra, and if it's their birthday coming up, and if you feel like wishing them a happy birthday, I think you should do it. If you feel like it, if you feel like wishing them a happy birthday, go ahead. All right, you got the green light from the universe. All right. If it's not a Libra, the thing about this reading is that the King of Swords showed up at the end, right? So again, it kind of feels like for some of you, not all of them, but for some of you, it's you who is initiating this. And it doesn't have to be an ex. It can be, it doesn't have to be. Because the Six of Cups, the first card that came out, yes, it is a card of something or someone from the past, but not necessarily an ex, right? It can be, it doesn't have to be. And we're usually glad to see people with the Six of Cups energy. We're usually glad to do something again, or we're usually glad to go back where we've been before. It's a very welcoming, lovey-dovey card, right? And it's a soulmate card. So yeah, the Knight of Cups in the middle is all about love. This is the most loving and romantic knight out of all 4 knights. And then we have that King of Swords. If they reach out to you first, I wouldn't be surprised either. Because, you know, cards come out the way they want to come out. I have no control over that. You know, they come out in whatever sequence they want. But the King of Swords is definitely the person from your past, right? So it's probably an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or they may have some major air placements in their chart. And we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, which is a card of family, commitment, marriage, right? For some of you, you know, if this King of Swords happens to be maybe like a lawyer, or like maybe they do like a tax person, or like a real estate agent, and maybe you're looking for someone who can help you with any of those. Maybe you can think of somebody from your past who is a lawyer or, you know, a real estate agent. Maybe you will reach out to them asking for help, and turns out both of you are single, and, you know, you can take it from there. All right? Cool. Let's talk about your work, your business, and your finances, Taurus. This week we have the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, Strength, clarified by the 6 of Wands, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo, maybe a Sagittarius, or any zodiac sign. I forget exactly how the saying goes, but success comes to those who are patient. I think it goes something like that. Obviously paraphrasing, but that's what this reading is about. You know, working hard, waiting for the results, and results coming in. Okay? Yeah. The 8 of Pentacles is a card of work. Literally, it is a card of work. Like diligently working on something, perfecting something, mastering something, improving something, learning something. Right? The 7 of Pentacles is waiting for the results. Okay? And Strength, clarified by the 6 of Wands. Strength is a card of courage, loyalty, you know, courage. Did I mention? Yeah. And the 6 of Wands, clarifying it, is a card of victory, success, being recognized, you know, being awarded, rewarded, hired, welcomed, and all that good stuff. Okay? Maybe you'll be rewarded for being loyal, you know, or like staying on course or something like that. Perhaps for some of you, you may get promoted, but it will require for you to be courageous about this. Maybe they will exceed your expectations or something like that. And the Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's the start of a cycle, or like a very fortunate turnaround, but not because you were just sitting there and waiting, because you put a lot of time and effort into something. Okay, so it's like hard work paying off, basically. All right? Cool. Let's see what you're not expecting to happen this week, Taurus. But I think it's a repeat of the previous spread, the work, business, and finances spread. We got the 6 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the 2 of Cups, and Strength on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo or any zodiac sign. Yeah, it's a different deck. I don't know if you can tell it's a different deck. I use different decks for different spreads, but it's very similar to the previous spread, right? We have the Strength card here on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Leo. You know, Strength is a Leo major arcana card. But again, it could be a card of like loyalty, courage, you know, things like that. Having the actual strength to go with something. And the 6 of Pentacles, the first card that came out, if you take a closer look, you know, you can Google the 6 of Pentacles. You'll see that there are 3 people, right? 1 standing up and 2 sitting down. And this person standing up is giving away money, or donating money, or giving money, or paying somebody, you know. So it could be interpreted as a card of generosity. It could also be interpreted as a card of a choice. So perhaps you're being chosen or selected, again, because of all your hard work. Okay, the Hierophant in the middle, that's your major arcana card, by the way. That's you. All right? You know, for some of you, maybe the company you work for, they're going to pay for your school or something like that. Right? Maybe they will pay for your school. Not necessarily like full-time school, but maybe they'll send you to you know, one of those 1 week long courses or something like that, you know, and maybe they'll pay for it, because the Hierophant could be interpreted as a card of education. Okay, but technically it is your major arcana card. And the Two of Cups, it's a card of a handshake. Handshake. That's how I usually interpret it when it comes to work, business, and finance. So this is you shaking hands with maybe your superior or someone. Okay? So yeah, Taurus, that's what you're not expecting, and that's what I have for you for this reading, for this week. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also comment and subscribe. And other than that, Taurus, have an amazing week.